Hey, this is Jody Taylor of snackysays.com. Welcome back to my podcast. Today we are talking about online courses and how to save money, time, and energy, how you can save your money, time, and energy. I learned these tips the very hard way over the last several years. And so I thought I'd share them for you. Share them with you. So, if you don't know, I've written about this before. I'll put links in the show notes. But I have been taking courses for several years, online courses. I think the first online course I took was maybe on Coursera. They like when online learning was new, I was an early adopter and I was like on those websites. You know, I've taken foreign language courses online, Udemy, you name it. I have been on it and like super into online courses. But here are my 4 tips. So let me just start at the end. Number 1, be truly interested in the course. Number 2, pick a course where you're going to implement what you learn now. Number 3, pay less. You know, I have paid, the most I've ever paid for an online course is $500. And I have spent, again, thousands of dollars on courses over the last several years. And it's the one course I regret buying because it was so expensive. And I'll tell you, it was for a virtual, the topic was virtual assistants, like how to become a virtual assistant. And I ended up becoming a virtual assistant, but I didn't use anything that I learned in that course. Nothing, zip. So that was a waste of money, and it was a waste of time and my energy. And so I've learned to pay less, like maybe don't start with the $500 product, and I'll get into more details in a moment. And by the way, if you're listening to this and saying, $500, I paid $1,300 for so-and-so's class. Yeah, I know there's a huge range. And, you know, I say $500, I'm ready to pass out. And, you know, maybe you hear that and you're like, well, I wish I spent that. I get it. And if you are not into online courses and that sounds like a lot, it is. But in truth, that was a few years ago now. And I'm sure that same course is $1,000 or more. I came in, or at least I feel I came into online courses at a time where paying $50 made me sweat, you know, and the prices have just gone up and up and up throughout the years. Last, number 4, scholarships. There are scholarships available for whatever you're interested in, I bet. Even if you don't see it publicly displayed on a course creator's website, shoot them an email and ask. I found that more and more folks at least do an annual offering or I don't want to say a sale because then that's not for free, but I do have courses that I bought that get updated and added to, and as a member, I don't get charged. So you may pay $50 or $100, for example, but I'm already a member, and so it's included. So that's not really a scholarship, but if you get into some courses, you pay once and you keep benefiting from it. Okay, so let's move back to number 1, and I'll go into a bit more detail. So number 1, truly be interested. I've taken courses because I wanted to make money. Nothing wrong with that. But I was gritting my teeth. Like, I am going to take this course, learn this skill, or make this product and put it for sale. And this course cost me X amount and I want to make that much. It never works. In my experience, you may have a different experience. I've certainly taken courses, signed up at the same time as someone else, and they went on to make money hand over fist, like thousands and thousands of dollars. We took the same course. Okay. But for me, I've learned I have to be truly interested so that I will not just acquire the course. You know, now I have it and it's sitting on my digital shelf. I'm interested. It's something that I'm thinking about when I'm not taking the course. It's not a chore. I don't feel like, oh, I have to, fire up the laptop and take this course. If that's the kind of energy, my unsolicited advice would be to skip it. Number 2, you're going to implement it now. So I'll give you some examples. Actually, I bought the digital planner template course kit. I know I'm messing that up. The digital planner template kit course from Michelle and Amy a few years ago. I took the course over, I think, 2 weeks. And at the end, I had a digital planner and I put it on sale on Etsy. So I was interested in learning how to do this. I followed the course. I implemented what they said. And I had a product at the end and I put it up for sale. Number 3, pay less. So more and more, I'm seeing more mini courses, more teeny courses. These are descriptors from the course creators. Mini course, teeny course, mini workshop. And the price range I would say is between $5 and maybe $35. $40, or another way to pay less is they are introducing the course creator is introducing a new course, or they're about to revamp their course, and so you can get it at the lower price now. So look out for those. This to me is far painless because it's either a gateway, like I'm paying $7. I'll give you an example. I'll give you a few examples. Just in the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've bought courses from Elizabeth Goddard, and the topic is $9 offers. It's something I'm interested in. It grabbed my attention. It's something I would love to learn how to do, right? Because this is what I'm talking about. Like, it's a good way for me to get to know content creators and course creators and not spend a bunch of money and learn something new. Something that I can implement right away, so... she's teaching about $9 offers. It's a mini course, sweet. Ruth Ridgway, I've spoken about this in my newsletter. She has a self-love journaling course, journal prompts for 365 days, which when you hear 365 days, it doesn't exactly sound like a mini course, but it's a teeny course because it's literally journal prompts. There's some variety in it. It costs $10 US. It's something that I use every day. I look at the prompt. I think about my answer. It takes like 2 minutes to write it down. Or sometimes I don't even write it down. I just think about it. And then, interestingly, I'll find myself thinking about it throughout the day, or randomly it'll just come up at another time. So it's something I'm using, something I'm implementing for my business. It's actually a self-journaling course for online business creators, which I thought was intriguing. And that was about $10 US. I think it was advertised in British pounds, but I paid in US. Yesterday, I bought an abs course. I was actually looking at, her name is Angela Gargano. I came across her on Pinterest. She was doing a shoulder exercise. I ended up going to her website and was like, oh snap, she has core programs? Okay, cool. The one I was most interested in is $65, but I've never heard of her before the last few days. And her website didn't give clear, I didn't really have a sense of what the course, what the videos would look like, then I saw she had a 7-day version. It was a totally different, it's not the same program, totally different. She had recorded it like maybe a year before, and it was $7. So it was a great way for me to take a course I'm truly interested in. I really want to work on my core strength. I'm going to implement it now. It's short and sweet. It's 7 days. And I already watched the first video yesterday, and there are moves there that I haven't done before or I haven't implemented into my workout routine. So going to implement it now. And I paid less. It was $7. I'm already pretty sure that I'm going to go ahead and buy her $65 course. So it was a nice way for me to get introduced to her style, her setup, her vibe. So those are some examples. And then finally, scholarships. The only thing I want to say with that is ask, ask if you don't see it on the website. Subscribe to their newsletters, because that's probably the first place that you're going to hear about scholarships. In terms of the application process, I've seen a spectrum from reply to this email with your name and which course of mine you want to take, to the other end of the spectrum where it's like, fill out this Google Forms, 20 questions and attach an essay and picture, to somewhere in the middle where it's like, hey, welcome, give us your name and email address. And if you want, tell us, why tell us a little bit about you, right? So there is a spectrum. And the funny thing is that spectrum has nothing to do with the price of the course. That middle description that I gave you was actually for a course that was worth at the time $700. So, ask, see the process that you're most comfortable with, and then also look out for sales and opportunities. This is not a scholarship, but I guess my bonus thing would be look out for sales and opportunities to maybe get to know the course creator. Like, they have those webinars and bundles where you can take a class with them for 30 minutes and it's only available for 24 hours. Well, that's better than buying a $100 course and deciding like, I don't like this person's vibe or energy, or this isn't really what I wanted to learn. I thought they were going to talk about something else. Okay, so those are all my tips. Don't be like me. Don't spend thousands of dollars, being Goldilocks, like, oh, it was too cold, this is too hot. Look for just right. And use these tips to experiment. Start again with being truly interested, things that you can implement in your life now, or in your business, or in your fitness. Pay less. I have certainly been on what Michelle and Amy call the customer ladder. Michelle Rohr and Amy Yohanan, I'll put their links in the show notes, where I start out with someone like Angela Gargano. I suspect it's going to be like this. I paid $7. Elizabeth Goddard, Ruth Ridgway, $7 to $10. Leonie Dawson, I've paid $5 for one of her courses. But you know what? I end up spending more and more money and being invested in that person, in that course, in my skills, and upskilling. And that feels really, really good. So I just wanted to end there. I guess it comes down to your energy and focusing your energy and your time on money in ways that ultimately feel good. And so you don't look back like me and say, damn, I spent $500 and it was a waste of money. I've spent way less on courses and been like, wow, this is so cool. I'm learning so much. This is giving me a new way to think about something, I guess I'll also add, this is really, really the last thing. I have really been talking about specific, one person, and this is their course, like Millionaire Hoy, I talk about all of the time. The best money I have spent online, okay? I have an annual membership. I love his vibe, his energy. I love his workouts. If he charged $500 a year, I would pay it. It's worth it. He has so many workouts, and the community that he's built is so cool and so strong and encouraging. Like, I can post something and be like, oh, I'm thinking about this kind of workout, and someone will write me back with a tip, right? That's like priceless, and I'm not spending anywhere near that. I guess where I was, I think I'm done now, but I wanted to point out that I have been talking about individuals, like, again, Millionaire Hoy, or Michelle Rohr and Amy Yohanan, Ruth Ridgway, Leonie Dawson, but there are courses that you can take, platforms that have a bunch of courses on it, like Skillshare. I have a bunch of classes saved on Skillshare. I am mostly looking at, or only at this point right now, looking at their surface pattern design courses, and I can learn from so many different folks. And I'm literally going through in my mind, like who do I feel most, for lack of a better word, aligned to, because I am looking to take a paid course, like with just one person in the next several months. And this was a good way, I paid Skillshare, but I'm actually getting to sample. So this is going back to number 3. I'm actually getting to sample different course creators. Instead of buying their whole course, I can have that gateway on Skillshare. Another course that I have platform is Masterclass. And it's the same thing. You can pick a topic. I love their cooking classes, but you can pick a topic like baking, and you can see how 6 different people teach that topic and the skills that they have and that you can learn. Another fun thing about Masterclass is they had a sale a few years ago now. It was buy one, get one free for their membership, and I did that, and that's how I got my first membership. And then once I was a member, they would send me like opportunities to take a survey or be interviewed. And like, I did like an interview on a course I had already taken. I think I got like $50 or $100 Amazon money, Amazon gift card. And then I got a email saying like, hey, we're putting this new class together. I think it was for Michael Twitty. I'll put it in the show notes. And if you're interested, respond to this. And if you get picked, you would watch the course in advance. And when you complete it, and it just took a few days, you'll win or you'll receive a year of Masterclass. And so I did. And they sent me a free year of Masterclass. And it just coincidentally was right when I was about to renew. So I'm currently enjoying a free year of Masterclass. There are plenty of opportunities out there. Okay, so that's really it. I'm done. Go take online courses, enjoy them, but remember my tips. Be truly interested. Pick something you're going to implement now. Pay less, meaning start with a gateway or maybe a sale, but don't start with a $500 class. Get introduced to the person either on a course platform, and then last, scholarships. If you know you're really interested in something or and all of the things I just said, go ahead and apply for a scholarship. At least ask them. Let them tell you no, because again, I have found that scholarships aren't always blatantly advertised. A lot of times newsletter subscribers get them, so if you don't subscribe, maybe you won't know. So ask. One more thing about scholarships. You can create your own scholarship. You can reach out to a course creator and say, hey, I really love your content. I want to gift this course to the next person who asks you about scholarship. Please just give it to them. Or you can buy a course and provide it to your newsletter subscribers or a family member or your bestie. You can be that person. You can be that, you can be that philanthropist, for someone else. If you really enjoyed a course and you want to share the love, buy a gift card, buy a membership. Consider that. Okay, I'm really done. Thank you for listening. This is Jody Taylor of snackysays.com. Happy learning.